Anyway, this film's not even about this Telecaster. The point of this is to demonstrate a white Telecaster is a thing of beauty. I won't pretend this is the first time I've seen it, because obviously that would be stupid. You know that it's not. I'll show you what my issue is with this guitar and why it's going to be returned. Good morning everyone, thanks for joining us today. This, what you heard in the little play in there, is my original 1974 Fender Telecaster. As you can see, it's a beautiful Olympic white. It's all original. It's in pretty good nick for a 70s guitar. I got this, do you know, I got this by trading up a whole bunch of affordable guitars. Probably from sort of from £300 to maybe there were some sub £1,000 guitars in there. I say some because I took a bit of a haircut on the trades. I lost a little bit of money, but I ended up with a proper entry-level vintage guitar. I say entry-level because 70s Fenders are still, they're not the most popular things. They're gaining popularity now. They're going up in value now. 60s Fenders are beyond the reach of most mortals. So these 70s ones, where they're good, and quite often I suppose when they're not so good, because some of them weren't great, they're going up in value. So if you're thinking about getting into vintage guitars, this is the place to look. This one, I'm not sure what the trades ended up costing me in real terms, but you always lose money on guitars. I ended up with a guitar that's probably now valued around between about £2,500 and £3,000, and is only going to go up in value. And beyond that, it's a fantastic guitar to play. There's something about this neck single coil on it that's just outstanding. It sounds like a humbucker. Anyway, these guitars were known for being really heavy, but this one isn't. It weighs in at £7 10 ounces, which I suppose is on the heavier side for a Telecaster, but it's not a heavy guitar. It's a great guitar to play. Anyway, this film's not even about this Telecaster. The point of this is to demonstrate a white Telecaster is a thing of beauty. I don't know if you saw, but recently on the channel, and there's the link to the review, we looked at this marvellous Squier Classic Vibe 50's Esquire in Daphne Blue, I think this was called. Was it called Daphne Blue? I can't remember now. But there you go. It's an Esquire. It came in at £339, proper affordable guitar, and it sounds absolutely great. This is obviously an Esquire. It's not a Telecaster, it's an Esquire. It's only got the one pickup. And it's got a pine body. It's a great sounding guitar. Check out the review and you'll see what I mean, I hope. And because it's got a pine body, this one is a little bit heavier. This one comes in at over £8. It's £8 15 ounces. It's nearly £9. Pretty heavy for a Telecaster. So I thought, wouldn't it be great if we could combine these two fabulous things? A white Telecaster with something that everyone can afford. So, after a little bit of looking, about 30 seconds probably, I came across this on the Guitar website. As you can see, it is a Squier Classic Vibe 50's Telecaster, resplendent in white, which they're calling white blonde. So there you go, £339, perfect, looks great. Let's have it. Press the play button and a few days later it arrives. Let's go on to the next part of the story. So for the purposes of this film, I've put it back in the box for now. I used to unbox or unbag these things at least live on camera, so you could see my reaction in real time. But rarely was that interesting enough to warrant watching me take things out of bags. So I stopped doing that. On this occasion, I wish I hadn't, because it was quite an interesting one. So let's recreate that now for you. I won't pretend this is the first time I've seen it, because obviously that would be stupid. You know that it's not. But let's take it out of the box and the bag now, so that you can see what I saw as I did that for the first time. And I'll show you what my issue is with this guitar and why it's going to be returned. So it says on the box here, Squier, Classic Vibe 50's Telly, maple neck, white blonde. It's the right one. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's get it out. See, this is why I don't do unboxings on camera. It's a pain in the arse, frankly. One thing you'd say about these Squiers is they're really well packaged. I've had complete opposite to Epiphones. Epiphones, they just, no. Right, okay, so really well packaged. Yeah, obviously you can't see a damn thing wrong at the moment. But the first thing you notice, well, I can see it now, and I think you'll be able to as well. There you go. It's kind of a weird colour. Let's get rid of this box. I mean, straight away, I'm noticing that, well, that looks like a butterscotch, doesn't it? Looks like a butterscotch colour. So I'm thinking that's the wrong guitar in the box there. So I'm thinking, that's weird. I wanted a white one. That's disappointing. I thought, oh, they've sent me the wrong guitar. That's disappointing. Never mind, eh? We can. Let's have a look. Oh, hello. What on earth is that? So that looks pink to me. That's pink. I mean, it's not white. It's not butterscotch. It's pink. So I'm thinking they've sent me a pink guitar. The other thing that I'm noticing straight away is how heavy it is. It's £10 1 ounces. It's amazing. That's Les Paul weight. As we showed you earlier, pine bodies are heavier overall. The Squier was nearly £9. But £10 1, I mean, man, that's heavy Les Paul territory. You don't want to be dealing with a Telecaster that weighs £10. And especially a pink one. So anyway, I'm not, nah, I mean, this is no good. Rarely do I decide not to keep a guitar. I don't think it's actually ever happened, apart from the Gibson Les Paul Jr. that I would have liked to have sent back, but wasn't able to. Anyway, this one I'm thinking, no, that's it, it's going straight back in the box. So beyond the weight and the weird colour, the other thing that you can see straight away, you can see it on these cameras already, is that you know, it's quite poorly matched pieces of wood. You can see through. This is what they call opaque, isn't it? You can see through it. You can see the wood joins. It's like 3 pieces, possibly even 4 pieces actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, and if you were a bodybuilder and you especially wanted a pink Telecaster, you'd probably still go, oh, you know, I'm not having that, because it's, you know, you can see all the wood joints. It looks really cheap because of the weight. It's, yeah. So this is, I guess, my first review of a Squier Classic Vibe 50's Telecaster. If you're thinking of getting one, beware. The colours are a bit weird, and it might be a little bit of a backbreaker. So I seriously recommend that this is something you try out in a shop, in the real world, or be prepared to send it back if you don't like it. Now, I've got to say, I got this from Guitar in the UK. I contacted them by email and their support. They got back to me straight away. I said, it's the wrong colour. I sent them some pictures. He asked for some pictures. Gary I dealt with, I think it was, they said, he'll look into it. He came back to me within the hour. Said he checked the stock, and the guys had said they're all this colour. They are, that's what he said, they're all this colour and they're all this weight. But if I wasn't happy, I was perfectly entitled to send it back through their standard no quibble returns policy, which if you're not happy with it, if you send it back within 14 days, they'll just give you a refund. So there you go. I logged on, and I've now registered it for a return, and it's going back on Monday. But I thought I just wanted to, while we had it, I'd share this story with you, so that you are pre-warned if you're thinking of getting one of these. I'm not sure if it's true that they're all this colour. I mean, the picture on their website shows a white guitar. So I would have thought, I mean, this, I don't know, maybe if you've got one of these, you've had one of these, a similar experience with these, let me know. If you've bought I think the other colour they do is butterscotch. If you've got one of them and it's the right colour or the wrong colour, let me know. If you've got a Squier Classic Vibe 50's Telecaster and it weighs this kind of weight, I mean, the only thing I will say is that this probably sounds great. It probably sounds great, but I'm not. I mean, it's not fair of me to play it really, because it's going to go back and somebody else will enjoy its pinkness. I hope. So I'm not going to play it. And I know, like, you'll probably say, well, you should play it because it's all about what a guitar sounds like, isn't it? Yes and no. On this occasion, no, not really. No. There's a limit, isn't there? So there you go. That's my story. This is my first reboxing, and hopefully it will be the last. So that's it, really. That's all I got to say on the matter. It is going back. Guitar, brilliant. They're honouring the no quibble money back returns policy that they have. So fingers crossed that all goes to plan, of course. But there you go, it's going back. I'm not going to play it. It's unplayed. I haven't even moved the tag there. I just felt the weight of it and saw the colour of it, and I thought, oh, that's hurting just like that. I mean, it's a good workout, but Jesus, £10. Crikey. So there you go. Our search for an affordable white Fender Telecaster continues. In the meantime, let's play out with the mostly unaffordable vintage one. Okay, see you next time. Thanks.